Hi, garden friend. Did you know that now is the perfect time to prune your roses? Well, I live in the city of roses, and today I'm going to show you some tips about how to prune your roses. So let's go, shall we? The first thing that you're going to want is a pair of sharp, clean pruners. We'll start with the 3 Ds: dead, diseased, or damaged. So we'll want to remove those first. And you'll assess your plant a little bit, by looking it over and seeing if any of these things pertain to the plant that you're pruning. So we've got some fresh buds on this particular plant, and one of the things that I'm going to do here is simply remove the dead from this plant. Now, some rose enthusiasts say that you should remove these branches by cutting them at an angle, which helps the rain to go away from the bud, and it removes the water instead of having a straight cut. Now, there's other people in the rose pruning world that say that that's not necessary. But here in the beautiful Pacific Northwest, we have an awful lot of rainfall. So I am a proponent of cutting on a 45-degree angle. And so anything that's dead, we'll just snip this off. And you want to focus your attention on an outward facing bud, as you can see here. Now, this bud faces out, and we want our blooms to be on the outward portion of the rose bush when it blooms. So I'm simply going to take this back, and you want to cut just above the bud, as I've done here. That might be a little close, but you have the general idea. You'll get the gist of it. Now, this is completely dead here, and so I'm going to take this all the way off. And another thing you want to do is you want to prune out the middle of the plant. Now, this gives us air circulation, and roses really need air circulation. And another thing that you want to pay attention to is these crossing branches. Now, these branches are crossing, which is causing them to rub on each other and can expose the bark or the branch to diseases and pests. So I'm just going to take that out too. And do you see these small spindly branches here? Well, we'll be removing all those too, as they're smaller than the size of a pencil. And here's another damaged and dying branch on this rose bush. This rose bush is called a patience rose, and it is absolutely beautiful. It gets quite large. Like, I'm going to try to find some photos of when this beautiful rose bush was in bloom, and I'm not going to be too aggressive about pruning this back. Let's see here. I think I'm going to take this all the way down to an outward facing bud, and so we'll have a variety of heights on this particular rose bush. And as I showed you before, when you prune, if you prune at a 45-degree angle, the water is going to go away from this outward facing bud. Now, I'm not an expert at rose pruning. However, after going to a rose pruning class yesterday, it just refreshed my memory about how I wanted to approach pruning this rose bush. And I wanted to take you along and demonstrate and show some of the things that I've learned. Now, some people might be surprised about this whole cutting back the entire inside of this rose bush, and it can be kind of surprising, and it can be a little scary because you want your rose bush to be beautiful. I totally get it. But sometimes you've got to make some hard calls on these things. And you kind of it's hard to make these decisions, especially when you're a novice at this. Now, here we are in the middle of February, and they say that President's Day or mid-February is a very good time to be pruning your roses, regardless if they are a hybrid tea, a climbing rose, a rambling rose, and a variety of other types of roses. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this one. And, over time, it gets a little easier to decide which branches and how you want to approach this rose pruning. So, I think I'll take this one down too. And now that we have some of this cleared out at the base of this, you really don't need too many canes. So take out this other portion here. But the main thing is that you want a clean cut, and you want to remove any debris that's at the base of the plant. Now, here in the beautiful Pacific Northwest, we get a lot of black spot, and that is one of the things that we fight here. And so whenever you see that, you immediately want to remove the leaves and put them in your bag or your bin here, because you don't want to spread that around to any of your other plants. You'll want to use rubbing alcohol to clean the blades between every single rose bush, so you don't spread any kind of a disease around. Good luck with your rose pruning, and let me know in the comments what you think and if you're going to try this method. I hope you've been inspired by this today. I hope you're having a great gardening day, and I'll catch you in the next one.